So Lisa, and I just had a quick update. I'm sorry this video didn't go up sooner, but I was recovering from the egg retrieval, and then life just got crazy. So what happened was, as you guys saw in my short little video, we got 22 eggs, which is amazing. I remember that they were counting about 24 follicles, but I was going to be ecstatic if they got any more than 12. So I was really happy with that number. And my mom did all the shooting of the footage because obviously I was a little out of it. But 22 was amazing. So we got the call the very next day. I was working from home. Luckily, my job allows me to do that. So I got to stay reclining for another day because I don't think that I would have been able to sit in a desk that next day. But yeah, so we got the call. I waited all day. It was almost 1 o'clock by the time I actually heard from the clinic that of the 22 eggs, 15 of them were mature and 14 fertilized. So it was a huge relief because with Brian's medication and everything, we were really concerned that his sperm would just be too messed up to fertilize any eggs. So we were just really, really, really grateful. And the nurse said, we don't want to think about it 14 out of 22. We always want to think about it 14 out of 15 fertilized because only 15 were mature. And she said that those are really great fertilization odds. So we're ecstatic. So that was on, egg retrieval was on Tuesday. The results were on Wednesday. Today it's Thursday night. And we did not hear anything from the clinic today because the way our clinic does it, they don't give us daily reports on the embryos. And I'm really actually very happy with that because I don't want to be stressing about it every single day. She said if you don't hear from us, that's a good sign. So tomorrow, which is Friday, they said that we should hear from them by Friday. But if we didn't, we will hear from them on Friday when we'll schedule our transfer for Saturday or Sunday, which means the embryos are doing really well. Or well, we're not sure how well, but that they might call after the embryologist and the doctor, our RE speak, they might decide to do a last minute transfer on Friday if the embryos are not doing so well. So we're hoping we don't hear from them. She said that I can call them before 11 if I haven't already heard from them to see if they already have me on the books for a Saturday or Sunday transfer. So I'm nervous. I'm really excited, but very nervous. I'm hoping that my little embryos are out there growing nice and strong, dividing like little cells should, and staying strong for us. So yeah, that's crazy. It's weird to think me and Brian just, the day of the transfer, we were like, we're going to make a baby today. It's weird because for 3 years we've been trying to make a baby and it hasn't been working. But that day we were actually going to make a baby. Well, we weren't. An embryologist, I assume, was going to make us a baby. But our DNA is out there somewhere mixed together in a little tiny beginnings of an infant. Sort of. I mean, it's a group of cells right now, but there are group of cells. There are combined DNA group of cells. So it's like really exciting. But what other things? The retrieval, I don't know if you guys could tell in the video, it was really nervous. I couldn't even sit down while we were waiting to be called in. While we were in the waiting room, I needed to wander. My hands kept fidgeting. Yeah, it was just, I was very nervous. I did start crying right before they told me that my mother and Brian were going to be taken away. So I freaked out a little bit then. And even Brian was getting a little emotional, but he didn't want to break down in front of me because he knew that would just make me feel worse. And my mom started crying because, they put the electrodes on you and you got this stupid cap on your head and, I'm all bundled up under blankets and it's, it can be stressful, I'm sure, for a parent to see their kid all tied up to machines and an IV in my arm. So, she cried, but only for a second, and she gathered herself too. So then they walk you into the room, and I kid you not, it reminded me of an alien autopsy video. There's this thing with stirrups, sorry, there's this, the bed with stirrups and you have to lay down. Oh my gosh. And it was mostly a dark room except for these spotlights on the bed. And so I did start crying when I laid down, but my nurse was so nice and she really did calm me down. So after that, it was really, Brian wasn't kidding. I just needed to look at it like I was going to go to sleep. This was going to happen. I wasn't going to be awake for any of it. And I was going to wake up, be on pain meds. So everything was great. It was not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be scarier. I thought it would be more painful. The next day was hard to, that day I slept mostly. Tuesday after the retrieval, I slept almost for the rest of the day. And then Wednesday I woke up and they warned me that there would be spotting, and there was only really very light spotting, and then nothing on Wednesday. But I was super, super bloated. Really, really bloated. So they angered things when they were in there. Yeah, so I don't really have much else. Today's Thursday. I'm still bloated, still hard to move around. The first progesterone shot, again, I was hopped up on meds when Brian gave it to me. I remember him giving it to me. It didn't hurt that bad, and then when he gave it to me last night, he did it on the opposite side, and now my whole side hurts. So I don't know if it was because it was in a different spot or what it was, but now my hip hurts. But, I'm ready to do this. It's worth it in the end. So thanks, ladies, for watching, and I will let you know when we have our transfer scheduled. When I find out, you'll find out, and hopefully much faster than this video went up. So thanks everyone for your support, and I'll be talking to you, hopefully with, some embryos, some information about embryos. So thanks, ladies. Bye.